All right, Frank, Fender, Tessa, welcome to the live stream. We're in the redwoods of Northern California, and I'm gonna take you guys along in one of my areas here. If you guys remember, there was a teepee, small teepee with a circle made out of sticks and rocks there last time we were here, and that's no longer there. So it's always sad for me to see a structure deconstructed, but hey, it's how it goes, right? It's always a good idea to aim up at trees just in case you got one of these boogers, Sasquatches, call them what you want. Bigfoots around. Oh, look at the size of this. Got my rig there. This tree just goes forever. And it's just like, bam! The hell happened there? Anyway, let's go poke around. We're on break time, you guys. Came down to town and taking care of a few things. Try to move around slowly here so you guys get an idea of where we're at. Hi, Lori. Papa freaking Smurf. Where have you been, bud? Look at this. I like how that's leaned up on this. It's almost like a... Oh man, don't forget to ring that little bell. You guys subscribe and hit that little bell. This is a thick piece of redwood here, and it's, look, propped up on that log there. I find that interesting. Very big. I could barely lift it. Find that interesting. You gotta watch your step around here. Got a little cavity in there. Shouty boy, yeah, wow, man, welcome to the live stream, brother. Good to have you here. I know you got some strange stuff going out in your neck of the woods. And Leanne, wow. Leanne, I was just checking out your video right now. Well, I saw it. I was the first one to see it this morning. We've seen this collection of wood here. And, Yoey, hello. Leanne, I have found a golf ball before in one of my areas and actually gifted it back. It was a bright orange, neon orange golf ball. And, yeah, I found it very interesting that you find those golf balls also. And I know that there's been reported activity around golf courses. GPE in the house. That's my brother from another mother. Check out this little cavity here. And so, yeah, so if people are building, you know, okay, maybe people are practicing bushcraft or whatever. But if people are building these for a shelter, you could, I've mentioned it many times, that you could come into a cavity like this. This is a old redwood there. And you could totally go inside and, yeah, make a home out of it. And you'll be protected. But as you see here, we have some almost like fencing. There's wood there. Maybe there was a structure here before. And Yeah, I find that kind of odd that people might be building structures for shelter when they could find something easy like that and not have to worry about building stuff. So yes, Leanne GPE, I love his stuff, man. He's a man. He comes off very humble, and his work is amazing. And it's a trip to find similarities in such a far place. And I don't doubt that the UK has this activity going on. There's our. I'm gonna zoom here. Hopefully, it's not gonna make too much noise. The teepee is open again. They had closed it up. Yeah, a lot of changes around here. Excuse me, I just jumped off that massive log there. Hey, what's up, Mark? Just checking on one of my areas really quick, and we'll see what's going on. This is where the big labyrinth was that one time. Things have definitely dried up here. There's no water running around. And here we go. Hiker Dave. All right, bud. Welcome, man. Hiker Dave, man. I really like what you're doing, and the way you're expressing yourself and the way your channel's going, man. Much love and respect. Here we got another circle made out of sticks. And I'm not sure. I remember last time we had one here. And I don't know if... obviously, they added to it. And I don't know if it's the same circle, but I do see some weird things going on inside of here. And from what I can see, looks like a possible wasp's nest. We recently found one of these nests on a madrone tree over where I'm staying at, up the hill here. And yeah, it looks like it's been torn up and kind of put in the center of this circle of sticks. I also see some naked ladies. Hey, Frank, don't get excited, buddy. I'm talking about the flowers. We have these flowers here called naked ladies. And I see a couple of them in there. I also see a feather here. Looks like an acorn in there. That looks like a shell to me. And I do see another couple shells over here. There's a third shell upside down, which I find pretty interesting. Here's a piece of something green. So this, oh, there's another shell under there. So I don't know where would they be grabbing the shells from, maybe from the creek here. But yeah, looks a little bizarre to me. And just right over that way, as I've pointed out before, this is an area where I've been coming back to, is a big bird nest structure that you guys call. And there's a big bird nest structure that was deconstructed, and yeah, just a lot of things going on here. I'll show the material from the labyrinth. It's been kind of piled up here. I've shown that before as well. So next to the circle, we got these rocks. And I see a little bit of, well, before I step there, I don't know, looks like some possible material here. I'm not sure what's going on. Some dry ferns. But on the rock, We have almost like a weaving gift. I've seen many people receive gifts being woven with sticks and different types of materials. This looks like a bunch of sticks. Almost makes some X's there and stuff. And then they're using like twine or something to kind of wrap it together. And there's several knots that I see. There's a knot there. There's a knot here. And I find this pretty bizarre. And I found other stuff woven with twine in this area. Yeah, man, I'm very familiar with Kiwani's work, and I love and respect his work. It's far out, and definitely something to check out. Kiwani Lapsaritis. And I'll even mention you guys. Last year, I was trying to put together a conference. You know, I wanted to bring out several researchers, investigators, and bring them together into my town here and have a little conference, but that kind of fell out, and you know, we'll give it a shot again this year and see what happens. Man, things financially have been really rough, but we're getting through. And excuse me while I move through the area here. I'm not really paying attention to the comments. There's our teepee that we've seen before. Blue bottle cap. Whoa. Teepee is open. It was closed the last time we came. It was completely shut. But next to that, I see something going on here. So look. This big redwood has been, it's a fallen redwood. And it seems like they cut it here and cut it here. And there's a pit down here. And who knows how long that's been there. I've actually climbed up that way before. And yeah, here, you want a quick pan? And I want to do more panning for timestamps as well, because I do believe that, you know, things could be in other realms, other dimensions and stuff, and maybe our eyes could pick it up, or our cameras or devices could pick it up. There's a road that goes further up that way, but a lot of the activity is there, over that way. Yeah, I bet I wouldn't doubt it. I usually when I come here, I get just vocalizations of, you know, weird stuff, and yeah. So hopefully soon I'll be upgrading I'll actually purchase a new camera, and I hope to bring better quality to the work I'm bringing. So here, in between these two redwoods, we're, you know, starting to see some sticks laid out here. There's a little lean there. We could check out the backside. Okay, I already see something else that got my attention here. Thank you, I appreciate it. I do what I can, you know. We don't have full evidence of who's building these things, but we have a strong hunch, and we follow our hearts, you know. And I'm in touch with some people that are doing great work and are doing similar work and are finding similar things, and it's good to have confirmation of people, you know, finding similar things. So this is the backside. You see they're starting to lay out sticks there. So who knows, this might become something later. and we'll keep an eye on that. Oh, I'm sure, I'm sure they're inside the trees, on the trees, up and below. They're probably all over these trees. And under that, right below this little structure that's kind of happening there, we got this too that I noticed. It's one log, 2, 3, and they're laid out. And you got this big old piece of redwood, and it's like a piece of bark kind of laid out on top too, which I find kind of trippy. But check this out. This is big but small. First of all, let me give you a view of the trees that are next to this. And this definitely caught my eye. At the bottom of this huge redwood, you got these sticks laid out or leaned up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I like that type of stuff too, because a lot of times this stuff you'll pass up. People will pass this type of stuff up and it won't mean anything, but to me that means something, and it's good to catch those types of things. I believe it was the last structure I found towards the beach. So the beach is like 2 hours north of here. It's very far. And there we found a teepee-like hut structure made out of the driftwood, and we saw that they had placed, there was this bowed piece of driftwood, and they like kind of propped up a bunch of sticks like that too, which I find very interesting, and we had said that, yeah, it's pretty artistic. Here's a lean that I've shown before. You could check it out again. Not sure how this ended up here, but it didn't grow here. It's leaned right up in there, right in that cut. I have no idea. He had to come from under and put that up there. Move a little slower. And hopefully, yeah, we could pick up some audio if possible. You guys know this structure here. It's like a little hut. You guys remember this glyph here? So I'm just revisiting one of my areas. Yo, Jack, what's going on, my man? Yeah, man, I hope everyone's well, enjoying your Sunday, and I feel honored that you guys are joining me here. And we're just doing a quick drive-by. And you guys, please support one another. Check out each other's channels. There's some good channels out there. Southern Ontario Sasquatch. I don't mind, promoting or whatever you want to call it. These are channels that are finding great things. So look, the creek runs through here, and these few sticks here kind of grab my attention. You got 1, 2, 3, and then that one crosses it out. And yes, Southern Ontario Sasquatch. She's like the structure queen. If you guys want to check out structures, check her stuff out. So over here, we have a little bit of activity, possibly. And we saw this last time, and I don't see much change to it, but as you can see, got several leans up there. And yeah, not much has been added to it. Yes, Christopher Noel, definitely check out his channel, Impossible Visits. He has a new upload with a gentleman out of, I believe, Texas. And he's got some good work going on. And I definitely recommend it. Yeah. All right, well, I don't see too much else going on. And it's probably time for me to hit the road. And yeah, thank you all once again for joining, and we'll be in touch. Yeah, Hiker Dave is a great channel, man. He's I feel like he's coming from the heart also, and I appreciate what he's doing. All right, we'll see what goes on tonight. We'll set up shop. You guys take care. Over and out. Take care, GPE. Much love.